Hi ladies and welcome back to my channel. Today I really want to talk about a lot of the dating coaches that you have recommended me and even some of the ones that I already know. I honestly strongly believe that these dating coaches, huge waste of time. Okay, before I get into that, some of them are great and I do think that they're worth listening to because they teach you the basics. They teach you how to get your foot in the door. And I think that that's great. Like, especially like the ones that teach you elegance, how to speak, femininity, like all of these things are great. They're basics. It's great, and then get that out of the way. My only problem is how most of these dating coaches work is that, of course, they need a target and you're the target because you have that problem. Maybe you have a problem with men, with dating, with finding a guy that treats you well, whatever. So that's how you become the target and you find them. And it feels to me as if women... Look, the real issue is the fact that these women, you're not going to be able to learn from them forever. Like, yes, they're going to give you tips here and there, but the only real way that you're going to learn how to get your bag from a man is basically through experience. You can sit there, take notes forever, but it's just so worthless. And I'm telling you that most of these women don't even live up that lifestyle that they claim to have. Like, they don't even have that rich husband they claim to have. They don't even have that affluent lifestyle that they claim to have. I mean, even a person in middle class or poor can easily make it look like they live that lifestyle. And that is why I'm saying is that there's just no point of you sitting on your computer for hours trying to learn from them if you're not actually going to go out there and gain that experience. Because the only way you can truly learn is through experience. And yes, I know that this sounds obvious, but let me just get really into the point. The reality is that not many of you are going to make it. Not many of you are actually going to get into this lifestyle simply because you're sitting there for hours trying to learn, trying to take notes without actually going out there and going on dates and learning that way. You get what I mean? You think that, okay, this is basically how your brain works. If you're starting to read books about dating or you read or you watch videos or whatever, maybe you follow certain people on Instagram, whenever you learn something new, your brain believes as if you did something already. And just this alone makes you think as if you're getting closer, but really you're not. And I'm telling you right now, because I truly don't want you to waste your time, is to simply, yes, continue learning from them, but actually go out there and gain that experience. And also another thing is that a lot of them, not trying to put down anyone who believes in spiritual stuff and stuff like that, but a lot of them are teaching you this law of attraction, witchcraft, even religion and all that stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, if you believe in law of attraction, you'll get this. And if you don't, that's why you still don't have it. Or, they'll feed you this witchcraft stuff and tell you this is what you need, yada, yada. That to me is just stupid. I'm telling you right now, you can gain anything. Literally, all you have to do is the basics. And I've told you guys this so many times. Look good. Get in your best shape. Learn some game, obviously become a little more feminine, dress more feminine. It will get you a lot closer. And then learn. Literally just go out and date and learn. Maybe you're gonna fail plenty of times and then learn from there. Maybe you'll actually, be very lucky and be successful with a lot of your dates, but that doesn't matter. In general, you have to gain that experience. But a lot of you are literally sitting there paying for these courses, watching YouTube videos for hours without actually gaining that experience. It's just a waste of time, honestly. It's a complete waste of time if you're not actually going to go out there and learn. I mean, yes, it's good, and yes, you're going to gain a lot of tips, but that literally the basics are there. You have to look good, you have to exercise, be in your best shape. Obviously, you try to keep yourself healthy and learn the game. That's it. There isn't that much to learn. Men are not that complicated. You don't need law of attraction, witchcraft, religion, all of that to get in the door. If you truly watch dating coaches, you'll never see them saying, oh man, you need this perfume, and if you get this perfume, all the girls are going to be attracted to you. Oh man, if you don't believe in law of attraction, oh, if you don't have like God on your side, it's never gonna happen, you're not gonna find the one. They literally just teach guys the game. They literally tell them, this is what you gotta do, this is how you gotta look, and this is how you just gotta approach them. They tell them the game, and that's it. They tell them, go out there and do it. Meanwhile, these women, it seems to me like they're trying to keep you out, they're trying to keep you around for like the longest. They're constantly selling you these courses, constantly selling you these books, constantly like even repeating themselves, and they claim that they need to repeat themselves so that you would remember. And yes, maybe there is something to repetition, but honestly, you don't need that. Somebody taught you something new, write that down on your notes. That's it. That's all you need. You don't need to constantly listen to these people talk for 3 hours about the exact same thing you've learned like 2 years ago. It's just a waste of your time. They're literally repeating themselves because honestly, the game is that basic. It doesn't even take that long. Like it doesn't, what I'm trying to say is that you don't need all these things to get a guy who has money. Like it's just, stop wasting your time and actually just go out there. This, even if you don't believe in law of attraction, you're still going to get him. Even if you don't believe in God, you're still going to get him. And honestly, I'm going to tell you what, I do believe in God, but I don't believe that God, like so many YouTubers are like, oh, like you need God on your side, and if he's not on your side, this is why you still haven't. That's not true. There's so many atheists living the life. Meanwhile, you're here praying every single day and you still can't find him. It has nothing to do with it. God is not going to go out of his way and find you your man. It is your decision whether you're going to go out there and find your man, or if you're just going to sit at home, because he's not going to break into your house. And the only reason why women even feed you this whole spiritual stuff is because you guys are actually into it. Like women really love these things, and for some reason women just can't accept the fact that life is honestly simple, that there honestly doesn't have to be a reason behind every single thing. But for some reason women constantly want everything to have a reason behind it, because I guess that just what makes everything more interesting. Rich men are not that complicated. They are not like some special human beings that you need insane amount of game on. It's literally the basics are there. Yes, you maybe can learn extra game from other women, but most of what you're going to learn is through experience, because whatever they're experiencing and the experience they put out there doesn't mean that it's going to work on your man. Like, men are different. You might be dating a really good guy, meanwhile they're dating some guy who's also a manipulator. Who knows? Like, every guy's different. Just because it worked on her guy doesn't mean that it's going to work on your guy. That's why I try, whenever I make my videos, I try to make it like, okay, if this is the scenario, this is what you should do. But if it doesn't turn out this way, this is what you should do instead. Kind of have two options. But really, in the reality is, all you have to do is get the basics there and just go out and learn. You know what I mean? Like, it's and the spirituality stuff, I wish it would just stop. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't care how many women attack me, because I know so many women believe in this. It just won't help you. It won't. They try to feed you the spiritual stuff because you're into it, because it helps you. For some reason, whenever something bad happens, women can't accept the fact that life is just full of obstacles. You could be the best human being on earth and still bad things will happen to you, because that's just how life works. The world is not fair. That is just how it is. But for some reason, even after you say, like, even after you tell them something simple, like, listen, life is just full of obstacles, they're still going to be like, somebody from your past life did something wrong, and that is why you're experiencing this karma. It's not true. You could be literally the best human being and still you're going to have obstacles in life. Law of attraction, yes, there's something that works behind it. I mean, obviously, if you lost your job and now you're looking for a new job and you're really focusing on getting a new job opportunities are you're really gonna notice them. So yes, there is something behind it. But even if you don't believe in that, you can still attract a rich guy. You don't need law of attraction. If law of attraction, first off, like, there's no proof that law of attraction is even real. Like, just because it happened, just because you believe in it and you got something that you wanted, does not mean that it works. I'm sorry, like, if you want to believe in these things, I truly do not care. Law of attraction, I do believe that it does kind of help. There is something behind it. But like, this whole like witchcraft and selling perfumes, like, why? And all this spiritual stuff, you can believe in it if you want to. I truly do not care. All I'm saying is that even if you don't, you're still going to find it. You just need the basics and you need the experience. You need to actually take action. That's all. And what annoys me the most is most of these people don't even live the lifestyle that they claim to have or they expect you to have, especially like these dating coaches who are like teaching you how to get a relationship and they don't even have a relationship, or like they claim that their husband is rich and their husband isn't even rich. I mean, especially if you're going to teach women what to do. Look, again, some of them are very useful. They teach you the basics. They teach you elegance, femininity, like game here and there. And that's amazing. I think it's needed. I think it's beautiful. I know that a lot of these women are the reason why most of you are where you are in life right now. But it just annoys me. Like, why lie about your husband being rich and you being rich? It's not, there's nothing wrong with being middle class. Just say that, hey, I married a man who he's middle class and we love each other, whatever. Like, who cares? But don't pretend to be living this lifestyle just to get money out of more women. Listen, truthfully, any woman who claims to have a rich husband and puts her face on camera, I don't trust her. No rich man would ever allow his wife, he would never be okay with his wife exposing him like that. Absolutely not. It would never, I've never in my life met one who would say that he'd be okay with that. I would literally delete this whole video if I just met one. They don't exist. That is not normal. Like, they would not ever want their wife on camera showing their face, saying that they live this affluent lifestyle, and then showing their children on camera and stuff like that. And again, I don't want to put anyone down or get you all upset, because I know that obviously if you've watched somebody for so long, you've already built up a connection. So you're like, how dare you? It's fine. I understand. You've already built up that connection. Most of the things I say, you probably won't want to admit that it's true, or maybe you just don't want to believe it, whatever. I don't care. But reality is, you will never meet one who will tell you that he'd be okay with his whole life being exposed like that. It's, first off, men don't even want to feel used for their money. Everyone knows that. This is like very obvious. Even the men who know that you're with them for the money, even when they're old, they still want to believe that you truly find something special about them. So if you're going to be embarrassing them on camera like that, saying, oh, women, this is what you do and this is how you get money and this is my husband right here. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I don't... Think of it this way. Like, I don't know if this is even a good example, but it's something I thought on top of my head right now. Women want money, men want to sleep around with women, right? So can you imagine if you're with a man and he, I don't know, open up a YouTube channel teaching men how to get laid, how to, like, manipulation tactics on how to get laid, and tells them about how he manipulated you into getting laid fast, and then he's like, oh yeah, here everybody, here's my wife. I mean, I don't know if that's a good example, but like, it just wouldn't happen. Nobody wants to be used, and especially nobody would ever agree to the fact that they're going to be on camera like that. Like, it, even if they're old, even if they're much older and they know what the reason, like, no one wants to be exposed like that. Nobody. And another thing is, you should honestly follow whatever it is that you teach. Like, if you're teaching women not to post their significant other on social media, and then you post it, like, what does that say? And yeah, you can find millions of excuses for it. And of course, if you guys have already, like, made a connection, you will want to excuse every reason that she gives. But reality is, we post, and this is for everybody. Anyone who says that this is wrong or this is not true is lying, because whatever we post on social media, it is not for ourselves. We post it for others. Because if it was truly for ourselves, we wouldn't be posting it in the first place. We're trying to show the world something. And there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, I post pictures of me, working out. Yes, I want people to see that I'm working out and I look good. I post pictures of me with my heels and my dress because, yes, I want people to see how much I've glowed up. I don't care. I will post that and I will make sure that the whole world knows, whatever. But if you're going to be posting your partner on social media, you're trying to prove the world something. And to me, it just doesn't make sense. Why would you teach people not to and then post it? And first off, if you're truly elegant, you know how easy it is for people to find out all this information about you. Just like I told you guys in my last video, that if you're at a private party and you just show off a little bit of that video, people can easily recognize where it is. Like, it is insane how crazy, like, technology is nowadays. Even if you don't show a person's face and that man is literally just kissing your cheek and you can only see the side of his face, you can still find him. If a person truly wants to bad enough, they can easily find him. They can easily find out who he is, where he lives, how much money he makes, where he works. Why would you do that? Why would you post him like that? And then on top of that, end up having... Look, I don't know if this is true because I didn't do my research on that, but I did end up hearing that apparently he wasn't even this affluent man she claims to be. He was like some middle class. I truly don't care if he's middle class. I'm honestly happy. If you're happy, I'm happy for you. I truly don't care. Even if he was broke, I still would be happy for it. But don't play as if you're like this housewife or this like rich wife or whatever when you're really not. And especially if you're telling people, you know, all this advice and then you don't follow it up yourself, like what does that even say about you? And literally, why even expose him like that? Like, really, I honestly don't understand it, really. Like, I really, really don't understand it. Listen, even if you show a side of like, if you're already showing off your face on YouTube, which is a huge mistake, because obviously if you're from the affluent life, you should not be doing that, especially to the point where like you're in public, anyone can find you, anyone can see you. And then people hate you, especially if people hate you, which they will, because not everyone agrees with this belief. And then you start posting up your husband. Yes, the people who don't like you are gonna really get in your life and try to figure out who your husband is and how much he makes and whether you're actually telling the truth or not. And there's nothing more embarrassing than people finding out that you're not telling the truth. And look, I have no problem with these women making money. I think it's beautiful, like, especially if they're helping other women, they're teaching you the basics, or maybe they're adding a little more tips, whatever, that's beautiful, that's great. And if you want to support them, that's also beautiful and great. But I do have a problem with how they make that money and what type of, because listen, first off, yes, you do need to advertise yourself and whatnot to get people to find you and notice you, whatnot, you know, it's all good. But why are you paying courses? First off, for a person who's claiming that they're going to get you in with a rich man when they're not even with a rich man, that's one I truly don't understand. And everything they teach you, personally, you can honestly learn for free. There's plenty of books, there's plenty of YouTube videos for free, and there's plenty of Instagram accounts that you can follow that teach this game. Like, truthfully, it's the biggest waste of money, in my opinion, unless you truly want to support that person, because, of course, I have no problem with them making money. I think it's nice, and especially if they want to make this into, like, a career or whatever, good for them. But don't be scamming people when really, like, all this information you're providing, you learned for free. And then here you are reteaching it for, like, I don't know, however much they charge for their courses. Just doesn't make sense to me. Huge waste of time. And I mean, look, if you personally, like, don't have the time to, like, read these books, or I don't know, like, honestly, it's just a waste of time. It's really a waste of time, because honestly, most of the things they're going to teach you in these courses, I personally don't believe are going to help you in any way. And even if you're going to learn something that's, like, let's say it's something that you can't find on YouTube, it's not like the basics of look good, keep yourself in shape, all that basics that I already told you about. It's going to be mostly based on their experiences. And what is the point of paying to learn somebody else's experience when their experience is going to be different from yours? The people they date are going to be completely different from the people you date. That is why I say that you have to go on the date and you have to actually get to know that person, so you know exactly who they are, what they're about, and how you can, you know, continue on with them. Because just because this certain game worked on her, let's say she wanted her money and he cheated, just like I said in my last video, so she had to cry and act a little, does not mean that you can do the same thing with your man and you're going to get the same reaction. Your man might just not care about you. Maybe her man's obsessed with her, cheated on the side, and now she got more money. And your man just maybe used to be obsessed with you, got over you, and now he wants to be with the side chick. Like, your situation could be completely different. So I would say, if you want to actually pay for them because you genuinely like them. You want them to maybe continue on with whatever they're doing. But these, like, if you're walking in there thinking that these courses are really going to help you, it's truly a waste of money. Everything you could have learned, honestly, on your own, just by reading some books. And honestly, you don't even need books. You can just literally be on YouTube. It's all over YouTube. If anything, like, there is plenty of even, like, sugar babies who are just literally for free, putting up their like game and what they do, and they at least actually, gain a lot more than you do, because they're actually going out there taking action and actually experiencing these things. They actually go on these dates, they're actually learning, they're teaching you the mistakes they made and all that stuff, all for free. While you're paying courses, when that woman, whoever you're paying, doesn't even live that lifestyle. It's just, I'm sorry, it's just a huge waste of money. You could have been doing this all for free, taking action and just learning from your mistakes. But here you are taking notes, learning courses for, I don't even know how long these courses are. I just know they're expensive. And I have a huge problem as well, like the way they advertise it. There was this one where she like advertised it, and there was like this woman who, I can't remember exactly the story. She was like a single mother, she had a child, whatever, and she came from an abusive partner. And I think the story was beautiful. First off, I do love the fact that she put it out there, because it shows to women who are maybe in a similar situation that they can also find themselves a partner. So I do think that it was worth putting out there. My only problem was the fact that she said that she was broke and that she had to save up so much money just to be in these courses, when truthfully, she could have done all of that for free. Like she did not have to spend all that money for these courses. And I had kind of had a problem with it, because I'm thinking, okay, what if women who truly don't have money are watching these, watching this video, and now they're thinking that they have to save? No. If you're in that situation, you do not have to spend that money for these courses. You literally need to learn the basics, and the basics are all there on YouTube. And all you need to do is just go on dates. You save that money for you and your child. You do not need to pay somebody who doesn't even live that lifestyle they claim that you should have, and pay for their course. It's just not worth it. I have no problem with you supporting them because you like what they teach. That's great. Maybe the way they teach is better than other people. I don't care. I think it's beautiful that they want to continue this and help other women. But please don't be in that situation. You don't need these courses. I'm telling you right now, like, literally, I don't care how against you are sugar babies, but they truly have mad game. If anything, they're honestly like on top of the game. You can learn 10 times more out of them than you will paying like thousands of dollars from these courses. These sugar babies will teach you for free what they do and everything. Meanwhile, these ladies or whatever that claim to have that lifestyle don't even have that husband they expect you to have. Like, yes, it will get you closer, but those are basics. You could have learned that all by yourself for free. What was the point? And honestly, like I don't know if it's true, and that's why I don't want to put this in there too much, but I've also do some research about these women. Like, other women are saying that they're getting scammed by them. True or not, I don't know. I didn't go further into it, but truly, I strongly believe that it's a scam. Just because it listen, I know that some people said that yes, it helped them, it taught them to be more elegant or whatever, but all this information, truthfully, you could have learned for free. Honestly, if you're gonna ask these women how they met their rich husband, I mean, I don't know what it is about YouTube with women throwing the spiritual stuff at women. I met him because of law of attraction. I met him because, God. If you meet them in real life, they're never gonna say these things to you. No woman is gonna tell you, yeah, because of law of attraction or because God. They're just gonna tell you, listen, maybe they had a good they had a good circle of friends who was able to introduce them. Maybe they were at the right place at the right time. Literally, it doesn't take that much. They're not rich men are not these special creatures that you need all this spiritual stuff, and you need this witchcraft stuff, and then you need to buy all these products. You need to just look good, be in good shape, be kind, know how to keep up a conversation, know how to show that you're interested. That's really it. There isn't much to it. You don't even need a degree. I don't understand why YouTubers and these dating coaches make rich men sound like they're these mythical creatures that you need to know all these little things. It's just crazy to me. I'm telling you, why is nobody putting these women to stop? The fact that they're teaching women the basics and teaching women and continuing on with this reminding women to continue to level up, continue to look after yourself, I think that's great. But like to make women pay for your courses when really you're not even living this lifestyle. I've seen so many of these women end up in jail, scamming. Even I remember in the news there was like this one female dating coach. This was like a few months ago, who was she wasn't, this is completely like not really in the subject, but she was not teaching women how to get men with money. She was teaching just dating and finding a good husband. And her husband ended up shooting her in front of the children. Like, this is what she was been doing in like her actual life. That's what she was doing as a job, teaching women how to find a good husband. She was a dating coach, I guess. And you never really know what type of lifestyle these women live. And truthfully, like, these women just putting themselves out there, putting their face on camera saying, yes, I have a rich husband, I live this lifestyle. I just don't believe it. I really don't. I think, like, congratulations to you for like getting the views and gaining more women. Like, I think that's beautiful that they even gained those women to actually be more inspired in this lifestyle and have them, want to take care of themselves and stuff like that, because I'm so tired of going outside seeing women wearing PJs. I mean, I don't really see it anymore, but I'm saying, like, if you go to like those areas, like middle class areas, women walk around with like literally like PJs and hair all messy. Like, I'm just tired of it. And and like I feel bad because it's like these women could honestly look so good. And this is why I, at the same time, I do kind of like these dating coaches, because they definitely help. They definitely helped a lot of women like gain that, confidence, learn the game, learn what to do, they definitely inspired you in some way. But the real reason, it just seems to me that the reason why women believe in these things or believe with these people is because they come with a big following. Like, it does not matter how much proof you try to show them. If a person comes with a big following and they see a lot of people like saying good things, they're like, okay, so this is something I should probably listen to. I even remember like this one, I can't remember who, this was a while ago. This one woman, was like sells perfumes or whatever, these potions or whatever, and claims that they will gain men. And I don't know how she gets these reviews with women telling her, oh yeah, because of you and your perfume, I gained this man. And this one girl questioned her. She was like, questioning the whole perfume, questioning, whatnot. Basically saying like it doesn't work. And like everyone just attacked her simply because this woman comes with like a huge following. That's what I believe, truthfully. Because we all like, listen, these perfumes just don't work. Why is this even a thing? Really, why is this even a thing? And why are women selling this, and why are women scamming? You're supposed to help women, not scam women. That's just my opinion. And it seems that anyone who decides to question these women, especially if these women are able to build a connection with others and help them in some way, that's it. Like, nobody can question them. Like, as soon as somebody questions them, everyone comes and attacks them. Like, even some of these dating coaches, they post like videos of how they've been scammed. And still, like, people who like are huge fans of these dating coaches are like, how dare you? She helped me. Like, yes, these women can help you because honestly, all this information they're providing you, they easily can get that for free on the internet. You know what I mean? So yes, their information is going to help you in some way. My whole point is that you could have gotten that for free. Especially, it's much better to get it for free than from a person that you're paying who doesn't even live up to that lifestyle. I'm just saying. To sum this up, people constantly teach you not to question things. I strongly believe that you should question everything. Every single person that you listen to, every single person that you take advice from. I mean, yes, obviously it's not their job to try and prove to you that they live this lifestyle. But don't be going out of your way and paying insane amount of money when they don't live that lifestyle. That is all. Like, if you want to help them and you want to support them and you want them to continue on with what they're doing because whatever, like, it helps you or you love what they do, you love their content, that's amazing and you should keep doing that. But be careful about like who you listen to, because these people, anyone who gives them a good review, they're going to put them on the pedestal. Okay, they're never going to put the person who has a complaint or questions them. Whoever questions them, they're going to shut them up. And everyone, because they come with a big following, all these followers are just going to attack that person too. So don't be one of those sheeps who just like looks around and says, oh, this person comes with a big following, a lot of people are saying good things. It doesn't mean anything. Like, just like, I can't remember her name, and that was actually the first time I really found out about her, because somebody told me, she had a big following, and then she ended up in jail for, I think, like, scamming someone. She was like a real estate, I don't know exactly the story, but like she came with a big following. She had a lot of people that liked her. That's what I'm saying, is don't be a sheep. Don't look at people with like a huge following. Always question everything that you're being taught. Always question whether you want to do whatever it is that they're teaching you. Same thing with like religion. There's nothing wrong with you questioning it. Like, they teach you not to question it, but you should. You're a human being and you should question everything. Okay? You should always make sure that you're not like, in general, just don't waste your time. That's all I want to say, is don't waste your time on these things. Like, learn when you have time, learn, take notes, but people don't need to repeat themselves all the time on the same things. You do not need to sit on your computer for 4 hours listening to somebody blabbing on live, and putting people down for not paying them on live, whatever. Like, you just don't need to hear that. And especially if you already learned these things, like, write them down, continue on with life, take action, look good, work on yourself, learn as much as you can, and just go out there and actually experience the dates and, learn in the real world. Don't be paying for these courses, sitting at home, taking notes and not doing anything. You have to take action. You have to be in the right places, and it will take time, but you will get there. That's all I want to say. I'm just going to finish this up before I go a little too far. But I just want you all to remember that you have one life. We don't have any proof that heaven exists, that there is an afterlife. What we do know is that we have this one life, and you could die at any day. And I'm not trying to make this depressing. I'm just trying to remind you that time is not supposed to be wasted. Time flies. And unfortunately, these women don't want you to be reminded. Like, I don't understand why they don't say, listen, just go out there and take action. Stop listening to me for like 4 hours on your computer. These women have all the time in their hands, literally sitting on the computer for 4 hours, talking to you. Here you are, spending 4 hours where you could have done so much in those 4 hours. Look, I have no problem if you're multitasking, listening to them. Maybe you're working, listening to them. You're exercising, listening to them. That's great. Then yes, okay, cool. But if all you're doing is sitting there, listening to them, and honestly, I listen to the videos that you guys sent me. It's all repetition. Like, these women can't really teach you anything new, because there isn't that much new to learn. All the basics are already there in their older videos. They're just repeating themselves and talking for 4 hours about like nonsense. Things that you've already learned from years ago. You get what I mean? So please just go out there, take action, learn. I want to see women succeed. I'm not even trying to keep you around here for too long. Like, I'm just, honestly, all I want is for you to actually just take it seriously and just go out there and actually experience, like, real dates, men, what to do, what to say. Like, figure out who you're dating. Figure out who's the right target for you. Just don't be wasting your money and time on these things, especially when they're not going to help you. Especially like those like one-on-one coaching, completely useless. These women are not therapists. They don't come with degrees. They don't know anything. They read off a book, probably, I'm assuming. And then they're like, yeah, I can help you with your man. And what are they going to help you? Go to a therapist who genuinely actually wants to help you, okay? And not just take your money. I mean, they're actually educated. I don't know if you go to a therapist. I mean, I've never really had to go to like a dating coach or a dating therapist. I don't know. But like, in general, just stop. Stop. Go take action. You can multitask, you can listen to this, you can, learn whatnot, but I'm not trying to keep you forever and give you a little advice here and there. I'm just trying to push everything out there and then have you succeed and just go out there in the real world and just get it. That is what I want to see. I just want to see you get it. I'm not trying to keep you here forever just to get more money out of you. I truly could care less. Really. Like I said, I'm repeating myself. I have no problem with you guys supporting them. I think it's beautiful that they're able to continue on doing what they want to do because they're getting paid for it. Amazing, but they should not be scamming women, especially when these women could learn it for free and could go out with the real world and just get it already. You get what I mean? You will get it. It takes time, but you have to take action, and you need to stop sitting there for 4 hours doing absolutely nothing aside from believing in the spirituality or religion or whatever, and then think that you're going to get it, because you're not. You have to take action. You actually have to do it. You have to look good. You have to actually put in, work to, get your shape in whatever shape you want or you believe is the best for you. You need to actually like go out there, go to those places, meet those kind of people, like actually take action. That is all. So that is all. Thank you so much for listening. And look, even if you only agree with like 5% of what I said or 0%, thank you anyways for listening to this. I hope that you gained something from it. I hope, even if you didn't, I apologize, and I hope I didn't hurt anyone's feelings. I know that a lot of people are not going to be happy about this because I'm talking about some of the dating coaches that you guys love. But this is just the reality. This is how I feel. This is what I see. And I think that a lot of women need to listen to this and actually like think twice on how much time they're willing to waste on these kind of things and who they decide to listen to, because a lot of these women, again, don't live that lifestyle that they claim to have. Then they take money, like an insane amount of money. It's just, I don't know. It's sad, but anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if there's anything else that you want to add on, maybe something that you don't agree with, definitely feel free to share. And yeah, love you all.